President Trump is expected to announce aid for soybean farmers impacted by the trade stalemate between the U.S. and China. Dakota Territory's Blake Trolley spoke to Representative Dusty Johnson, who says he's open to using tariff revenue to help struggling farmers.
Details of a potential aid package remain unknown days after U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said on CNBC that the public could expect news of substantial support for our farmers, especially the soybean farmers, as soon as Tuesday. In an interview with Dakota Territory News last week, Congressman Dusty Johnson gave a look into the current soybean market.
What are you hearing from soybean farmers here in South Dakota? I'm sure your phone's going off.
Yeah, there are concerns, and these are legitimate concerns. We know that right now, to my knowledge, there's not a single order of soybeans from either South Dakota or North Dakota that is headed to the Pacific Northwest. Why do I mention the Pacific Northwest? That's where all of the trade, we provide a lot of soybeans to Asia. In fact, in any given year, about half of American soybeans go to Asia. And we know right now there is not a single order of beans headed for that export market.
Johnson said he's not a fan of high tariffs as a permanent fixture in the American economy, but expressed his support for President Trump's use of tariffs to try to improve trade conditions between the U.S. and other countries. He noted that the current tariffs have generated large amounts of revenue.
I'm open to the idea that some of that revenue, that tariff revenue, should go to the American farmers who are on the front lines. They are the tip of the spear. They're getting the short end of the stick.
On the potential aid itself, South Dakota Soybean Association President Kevin Deinert said Dakota Territory News' statement reading, "While we recognize that the administration is planning payments to soybean growers, South Dakota farmers would much prefer to earn their income through trade rather than government support. That's why it is imperative that tariffs are removed quickly and new trade agreements are reached now." President Trump wrote on social media that he plans to make soybeans a major topic of discussion in an upcoming meeting with the president of China. In Rapid City, Blake Trolley, Dakota Territory News.